Hey everyone, I'm MrHarr, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Driftmoon. In the last episode, we gained access to Lord Gaunt's vault, and I nearly broke the game in the process, because I tried to explode a ticker in a confined space, and it's interesting. If you haven't seen it, then you should, I guess. We got access to the vault, and we managed to get that's not the button. We got the Gem of Mithrin, but whenever we went into the chamber, Robert disappeared. It turns out he was sent back into the past. He was able to contact us with the help of a wizard named Tobias, great name by the way, and he told us to go to the East Abbey, I believe, yep, East Monastery, pardon me, and he told us that there was another gem there, and he's going to be trying to help us along the way to help defeat the person. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the East Monastery or monastery. What is a monetary value? That's anyway. There's a steel arrow over here. Let's turn the caps thing off. If you notice, I kind of organized our inventory. Because Robert was sent back into the past, he dropped all his stuff and we sold it to Smiling Chuck. But if we need to, we can buy it back. But yep, it's organized. So yeah, there's a splinter tree here. This guy right here, we can have our very own panther. Well, that's cool. Her name is Velvet. A huge black panther faces you. It's been changed to a post. Meow, human, do you smell the rack and stink in the air? Suddenly the panther's owner pulls on the chain and the panther growls loudly. No talking, he shouts. I guess we'll leave. Let's talk to this guy. A panther for you, sir? Look at its nice black coat. It's very docile and obeys your every command. It can be yours for 250 gold pieces. Why do I want a panther? It's very loyal. It'll be a companion to you. Just look at those claws. Those fangs can bite a man's hand right off. I don't have that. I don't have that. No? Okay, well. How about 200? I can't go any lower than 220. I'll give you 210. Look, it's a real panther. I can't go lower than 220. It's what I paid myself for it. I'll give you 210. I'm gonna sit here for a second. Okay, well, too pricey? Okay. I'm pretty sure that 220 is the lowest amount you can buy this panther for. Alright, it's a deal. Hang on. He unlocks the chains and backs away as the panther growls at him. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention. The animal's got a nasty temper. You might want to chain it up at night. The beast could easily kill you in your sleep. Yeah, look at the time goes. Gotta run. He walks away quickly. Meow, you've wasted your money, monkey. He lied to you. I was never his to give away. I'm the Queen Velvet III, and now I'll leave to track the racken I have been smelling. I've been smelling here for days. Wait, you're supposed to take orders from me now. You may have misheard me, monkey. I am Queen. Velvet growls with a low voice and stares at you intently. I had made my decision. You will join me. My purpose is to find my captors and bring them to justice. I will rip their little lizard hearts out, and then I will return to rule my people. You were captured by the racken? Velvet hisses. Racken warriors came to my jungle and hunted my tribe for sport. They humiliated me as selling me as a slave. They should not have left me alive. I will not rest until I have found them. I will help you find the racken and will destroy them. You look strong and resourceful. You could be of much use to me. As it happens, I'm after the racken myself. Good. A pair of hands will be very useful. Velvet inhales deeply. I can already smell the foul odor of the racken reptiles. Follow me. I will show you the way. We bought a panther. Or, well, apparently we can't control it. This is actually needed for this area if we want to make any progress in the story. But the racken are back here. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm gonna look for valuables. Health. I thought I grabbed that. Guess not. Okay, we'll help you now. We'll help you fight this very vicious wall if we can walk inside. Let's grab a torch. There is a store. I'm not entirely sure what it does. If we can get the light at the right, you can kind of see as Fizz floats around. There's something back there. I don't know how to get it, and we have an option to walk towards it, but I'm not entirely sure how. If someone wants to, unless it's something later in the game that I've just forgotten about, I don't really know how to get to it. But anyway, here we have Hiss. Inside the cave you find no racken warriors, but a band of Gorn mercenaries. One of them approaches you. He was especially small and smelly, even for a Gorn. Hello, human. Lovely weather we're having today, right? What are you doing here? Where are the racken? Oh no! Oh no, evil man, Snot, close the door. Evil, yeah. Goober, quick, grab his ankles while I hit him. Yeah, let's not do that. So as you, there's this, thing. As you might guess, Velvet will fight for us. Let's use a whirlwind. And so, when I mentioned we won't be having any human companions for a while, this is what I meant. Velvet is now our companion that we bought, which is kind of weird. Yeah. But she's an interesting character. I like her. We weren't that low on health, Eagle, but thanks anyway. Idiot Gorn! The gem you delivered for the monastery was a fake. I'm giving you one last chance. The racket inventor Doyle is traveling to buy supplies from the marketplace. Capture him. I have use for his skills. I will give instructions later. Fail this, it will be your heads. Well, that's kind of not good. For them, at least. Well, I guess it didn't turn out being... We killed them. That's what I'm getting at. Let's open this door. And Doller. Free at last! Thank you. I never thought I would see the light of day. You're a Racken. Really? Yes, of course, I'm a Racken. Pleased to meet you, my dear man. I'm Doller Noman, one of the few Racken who lived among humans. I was apprenticed to the incredibly famous human inventor, Pat Pend. Very, very nice name. You may have heard of him. I'm a sort of inventor myself. And now I've got this crazy idea. It's beyond words. I just needs a few minor ingredients and it's done. The old lizard flashes its eyes sideways. Why aren't you trying to kill me? Ah, I see. Are you being a little prejudiced, maybe? I assure you, I wouldn't hurt a fly. Wait a minute. That was completely wrong. I actually eat about 100 flies daily. Suddenly Fizz jumps in the air and disappears behind your back. Why are you imprisoned here? I was trying to get some of the required ingredients from the market, but these mercenaries captured me. I still have no idea what they wanted with me. Maybe they're after my new invention. He looks around. I'm heading to the marketplace. You're welcome to join me if you like. Holy Mother Invention, I can finally finish my work. I'm free at last. Yep, that's right, you're free. Thank you, human, and we got some karma and a level. Okay, what do we want to do? Yeah, I think I said I'd do dexterity next time. We need to start upgrading our agility because it's going to start falling behind. Okay, these were actually here the last time. I just didn't see them somehow, but either discipline or morale. It decreases our food. We actually have a decent amount of food, so I won't do that for a little bit. Let's do morale, so our Velvet is actually going to get quite a bit more attack. Let's see what we're at. Karma, only 9. I thought we had more than that. Oh well. So, plus 9 attack isn't bad. I guess we'll just follow this guy out. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but this is kind of gonna be an episode setting up side missions or side quests for this area because there's not much to do here, unfortunately. Well, I mean there is. I take that back. There's a lot to do here. That's what I was trying to say. And if I'm correct, there is a silver feather here. And that's nice. Okay, and there's a lot of people in here. Yeah. Do you have any kids? Hello, sir. Granny says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. You were just talking to whatever. Spiky. Spiky is peacefully strolling along the marketplace, going from stall to stall. Eep beep 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 beep. What are you doing here? Eep beep beep beep. Why aren't you fighting me? Eep beep 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 beep. Are you someone's pet? Eep. Well, that was the most meaningful conversation I've had in a long time. Let's talk to Fred the Piper. The man is engaged in a vigorous flute play. He doesn't seem to notice anything going around him. You know what I meant. You guys can read. Hello, who are you? He stops his playing. What? Speak up, man. I said, who are you? No, I don't hold any with that stuff. I'm Fred, by the way. Pleased to meet you. How is your hearing? No, I don't have an earring. You see, my ears aren't what they used to be. It's this darn fiddly pipe that's made me nearly deaf. I'd give you anything, but with my bad hearing, music is the only thing I can do. Have you thought about taking up a new profession? A professor, yes. I've thought about going to university. Maybe I could take up astronomy, but I can't study. I couldn't hear any of the lectures. I wish I had some sort of hearing aid. I'll help you find a hearing aid. No, I don't need any lemonade. I think you need a hearing aid, good man. I'd heard the monastery library has a book on hearing aids. You should really read it. Alright, get back to work. You do that, Fred. So we have a side quest. Get Fred a hearing aid, which is actually pretty interesting. So let's talk to Francine. Yes, can an old woman sell you something? What's that Spiky doing around here? I'm sure I have no idea. I'm not selling to the likes of him. Let's take a look at what she's selling. So we have the normal stuff here, but what is very, very nice about what she's selling a silver feather for 9 coins. We're definitely going to buy that. If you've been looking for the silver feathers and you're trying to find all of them, don't forget the one at Francine's. Let's see, we're going to talk to him in a second. Let's talk to Opru. Opru? Noiniton hirmis hoped irkjerkaturpu. Just tell ya. Okay. Turns to leave. Okay, so I took the liberty of actually looking that up. According to Google Translate, I know that's not the best thing, it says, well, now there is a terrible hurry, not rash with small talk. I did use other online translators, but they made even less sense. This is Finnish, by the way, I think. From what I can guess, I guess he's saying I'm in a terrible hurry, I don't have time for small talk. If I had to guess. That's what I'd guess he's saying. There is a silver feather back here, and let's talk to Annie. Hello, sir. I'm Annie. The beautiful young woman doesn't look to be too impressed in sewing. Rather, her eyes are swollen and red, like after too many shed tears. I'm just going to show you guys what she's sewing, and then we'll go on to the side quest. So you can buy all of these blueprints for different types of arrows. Poison arrows, jagged arrows do more damage, and steel arrows do more damage than our endless quiver. And a torch, obviously. And you can buy them without buying the blueprints. And they only take a one wood piece to make. So yeah, there's that. If you want to buy any, I don't think we're going to. We do have enough arrows. But let's talk to her again and see what's wrong. You sound miserable. Perhaps there's something I could do to help you? Probably not. Matters of the heart are not that easily resolved. Maybe there's still something that could be done? Tell me what happened. Well, everything was just about perfect between William and me until he wrote that awful letter. She looks to be right on the verge of tear. A letter, you say? William and I were supposed to exchange our promise rings the next morning, but then a letter arrived. He wrote he didn't love me anymore and had decided to become a monk. A monk! And just the day before he'd sworn his eternal love. William was a man of faith, but at first I still couldn't believe it's true. Then I noticed he'd really taken our rings of promise and left his smithy in a hurry. The next day I caught a glimpse of him wearing a green robe of a novice monk. That's when I knew it had to be true. There's anger in her voice now, but behind it she looks thoroughly heartbroken. Let's see. Is it too personal, or do you think you could share William's letter with me? I suppose reading it to you wouldn't hurt me any more than refusing to do it. This is what he wrote. Annie, it pains my heart to tell you this. I have come to realize I do not really love you. I never have, and I never will. To let you know I'm serious, I have taken with me our promise rings. Reading it again looks to be almost too much for her to bear. William's letter ends like this. My true calling is to become a monk, and I will join the East Monastery today. I cannot bear to tell you this to your face. If you love me, I ask you, please don't come looking for me. Please don't even write. I wouldn't change my mind, but it would only hurt you more. I pray that you get on with your life and find someone else who truly loves you. Sincerely, William. Are you sure it was William who wrote the letter? Who else could have done it? It must have been him, because he even joined the monastery, just as he wrote he would. I might be able to talk to William in the monastery. Is there something I could do to help you? Maybe you could give William back his old family heirloom that he once gave me. She takes her beautiful necklace and hands it to you carefully. William forgot to take it along when he left, but I know it's important to him. I'll try and find William and give him the necklace. Thank you for your kindness. And he gives you a warm, sad smile and glances longingly towards the walls of the monastery. Goodbye, Annie. I'll try to deliver your necklace to William. Okay, so, yeah, that's our next side quest. We're gonna go into the monastery. I think we'll do that next episode, actually, since we're just setting up side quest stuff here. And we'll see if we can resolve this broken heart and all that sad stuff. Let's talk to Blath. What can I do for you on this fine day? You're good on a stick, rancid meat, good for your stomach. What's this Spiky doing here? I think it's trying to rebuild the Spiky Empire. It really drives a hard bargain. Are you that susceptible to eeps? Anyway, alright, I'll take my chances with your food. I hear you can buy food, but there's something here that doesn't belong. And if you can look, it's also on his head. This is a turtle helmet. According to the great philosopher Neff, the turtle is the fastest animal in the world, outrunning arrows and rabbits, at least in theory. This helmet was used to test to see if a man could outrun an arrow using a turtle helmet. He couldn't. Well then, this may seem like not that great of a thing to buy at first, but it's actually needed for a side quest later, so we're going to go ahead and get that. And just now, in case we have file bankruptcy later, I don't know. But yeah, he actually loses it, which is interesting. You can't sell it, or at least it would sell for 0 coins, so I don't know why it'd be tempting to sell it, but you don't want to, since it's part of a side quest that gives you a pretty good item, or pretty good thing. Oh, actually I forgot to talk to one of these guys, the thoughtful stranger who won't stop running away. There's a lot to talk about here, but it's interesting, but to be honest, I don't think I may just add all of this in at the end of the episode if anyone is curious. Yeah, so actually I'm just gonna go through all this and, well, I'll take that back. I'll do it later and I'll go through and read it. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. In turn, we have into enough and more. It turns what we have into enough and more. Gratitude, that's the attitude. I'm having trouble reading today, which is not ever a good thing. But anyway, we're gonna go up here into this area. I don't know what that means. I don't think I know I didn't look up translate that. A little star that song always reminds me of Mommy. Was your mommy a star of his? That seems interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and turn caps lock on here. What does that do? Shift? Why does that make... I don't know. Whatever. Caps lock is on. Inga root. That's nice. Yes, you did. There's some things over here, snatchers, so... oh, there's a goldfish nearby. Okay, well, let's fight these snatchers, and then, we'll look for that goldfish. Come on. Come on, snatchers. I want to get all these out, just because I want to be able to get them all... Come on. With this, thing. Bam! And that brings me down to, like, half health, which is very nice. And it's just kind of a matter of hitting them all. We can. Yep, we just ate that while we were fighting, I guess. Velvet. Okay. So where is a goldfish? If I were a goldfish that was flopping around on the ground, waiting for someone to eat me, where would I be? I wonder if it's inside the monastery, because that might be it. If it's not out here, then it probably is, because we can't really see how big it is, but from what we've seen, our goldfish radar does have a pretty big radius. We can actually drag this chest out without actually having to go into the spider web. And to be honest, after this, I'll probably just go into the our goldfish. I never saw that before. I didn't realize our radar went off. So, is it? But whenever we're over here, it does, or yes. So it looks like there's a goldfish somewhere here. Maybe. Oh, I guess we're stuck in a web. And I'm just gonna cut this part out because it's not that exciting. Rest in peace, Choo Choo. I'm thinking that the goldfish was up in one of these rooms, maybe. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure, because I've never done this goldfish thing before in this game, but yeah. And I don't see it here, unless I'm just missing it really obviously. I hope I'm not. Yeah. Is that Feagle? Do you hear the Feagle? I thought I heard the Feagle music thing. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Did I not grab that before? Okay, so I heard the Feagle thing. Please buy something. You'll make. Okay. I think that's all in this area actually. Unless, was there a goldfish in here? I don't think there was, but you never know. Anyway, I think that's it for this episode. I think we've kind of done everything. We've set up all the side quests that we can at this point. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this wasn't exactly a very progressive episode. There's a thank you, Oyster. But like I said, at least we won't have to do it again. We have all these stuff set up. What do we need? Well, I guess we only got 2, but we kind of got Velvet. What's Velvet say? What's it like being a cat? A cat? I'm not a lame and lazy little cat. You better watch your mouth, you little monkey. Forgive me, your majesty. I meant to ask what it's like being a fierce panther, of course. No complaints. My eyes are sharp and claws are even sharper. I pity you, your weak human senses, Harrison. How thoughtful of you. But you must agree there are some qualities in which humans take the lead. I think not. Sure there are. I think you're mistaken. Come on, Velvet. There's no match for the complexity of the human brain, or the size of a panther's ego, it seems. Grr, I disagree. I could outthink you any day. Well, what about walking on 2 legs, for example? It's a matter of a little practice. You're only being a stubborn cat, you. No, I'm just right. There's not one skill in which humans surpass panthers. Enough, I guess it's true. You should never try to outstubborn a cat, or a panther for that matter. Do you like water? Slightly more than I like dogs. Don't tell me it's gonna rain. Slightly more than dogs. From a comfortable distance. As long as it only touches my tongue. It's good for growing fish. I won't tolerate if it doesn't touch my fur. You're not saying I should get wet, are you? From a comfortable distance. Bath. Should I be worried about you asking that? Comfortable distance. I think there's feline. It's the only distant way to take a bath. Does that answer your question? No, okay, well, anyway, sorry. I prefer the solid form over a liquid. Okay, sorry, I was just curious. That's not the button to... Anyway, what was I saying? I was doing an outro, wasn't I? I just got distracted by asking Velvet how much she liked water. Thank you guys for watching. You are awesome. You'd be more awesome if you wanted to comment, rate, and subscribe. Next episode, we will be going into the monastery and giving the family heirloom to William. Is that in our inventory? Yes, it is. And talking to Clegg, apparently. Hey, Clegg. And, anyway, yeah, stuff like that. Until next time, guys, I hope you guys have an awesome day slash night slash morning slash evening slash whatever other vaguely specific time of day there is. And I think that is about it. So, see ya. Hello, you must be one of the villagers. What a fine word, this hello. I'm much preferring saying hello to saying goodbye. What's your name, stranger? What is a name to a flower, or to a bird? Some call me what Dr. Worms do, but I much prefer having the titles aside. My mother named me Albert, and Albert I still am. Do you know Professor Dorr? I do. I almost know that education, without values, as useful as it is, seems rather to make a man a more clever devil. Do you know anything about the strange events that have been happening at the monastery? A single event can awaken within us a stranger totally unknown to us. To live is to be born slowly. What do you think has happened here at the monastery? I only know that truth is stranger than fiction. It's because fiction is obligated to stick to its possibilities. Truth, isn't it? What would you like to say about the panther? A man taming a panther has an arduous task in front of him. But remember this, you become responsible forever for what you have tamed. Do you know anything about King Ixel? I know not of him but his reputation. There are some kings who do not do no justice to their throne. Don't you have anything important to tell me? Important? Most of the important things in the world have already been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed no hope at all. What is the meaning of life? You have come to the very right place to find out. The one who searches will find, and for the one who knocks, the door will be opened. Now I get it. You're a monk, right? A monk, no. You need not to be a monk to be a man of the Almighty One. Do you know who I am? Tell me who admires and loves you, and I will tell you who you are. Fizz here seems to like me. What a true treasure indeed, a loyal friend. A man who is best friends with the Firefly must be a very enlightened man. You're a bit strange, aren't you? It's not the man on the street. Is not the man on the street always a stranger? You aren't saying I should talk to strangers, are you? Surely not. Meeting a stranger is like meeting a whole universe of possibilities. You do like your phrases, Dr. Worms do. That depends on the phrase in question. Never settling for phrases like, I can't do this, will help you realize that you do have the possibility to accomplish just about anything you chose to accomplish in life. This is going nowhere. It's easier to go down a hill than up it, but the view is much better at the top. I better go. Thanks for the chat. Yeah. He's an interesting guy, to say the least.